That wasn't me.
Said Hillary, who's only taken 347 steps today. 348, 349, 350.
So the inner Gleek in me is totally freaking out, talking to Sue Sylvester. I'm getting those Sue Sylvester vibes with Apple Health's newest spot. Thanks for joining me, Jane.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, I was drawing on a little Sue Sylvester for that for sure.
So what can you tell us about this spot?
Well, it's basically the character I play, and it's my voice, is one of those folks who are trolling the internet, kind of hanging out there, looking to pick up little pieces of information on people that perhaps they could use against them. And so if you're an oversharer, like I am, you might leave yourself vulnerable to people like the character I play. And basically that's the broader issue, but more specifically it's about how on the Apple Heart app, or the Apple Health app, your information is protected. And it has been from the get-go, and it remains that way. So it is solid. No one's going to get access to it except you. So you can rest assured if you're putting health information into the health app, you're good to go.
And that's so important with social media and all these privacy and data leaks. And what does Apple do so well to help protect that?
Well, I wouldn't think you'd have to talk to the creators of it, but I'm sure it's solid, and you can't get into it, which is a great thing. So at least one area of your life you know is completely protected, and probably one of the more vulnerable areas of your life, too.
What was it like being approached for this role?
Oh, it was great. I know the director. His name is Craig Gillespie, and, from the get-go, we really, kind of had an idea of how to portray this person and what that voice should do to the people in that waiting room who I am revealing all of their health issues. And they're stunned, which is how I would be, too. I always assume that there's protection. We don't think that somebody, I guess it's kind of a naivete or an innocence, that somebody would take information about us and use it against us or compile it. And, there are people out there who do it, and we're online more and more these days. So I think it's really important, this broader issue, that we need to really be conscious about what we're putting out there on the interwebs.
And everyone's health is such a priority. I have been guilty of it. I've gotten better about it, but make sure you go to doctors, make sure you go regular checkups. What can you stress about that?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of a healthy person. I keep an eye on my health, maybe even a little obsessed with it, but I think it's a good thing. And I do keep a lot of information on my heart app, or my health app on my iPhone. So it's good to know that is just, I get blood work done every year, and I keep it on there.
And you're also in Apple TV's series Harriet the Spy, which just had its second season come out. What's it like working on that alongside Beanie Feldstein?
Oh, just great. I worked with her on Funny Girl, too. I just love her. She's great. And, working on that show and doing those sessions has just been a joy. I love the character. I love the relationship between Harriet and my character. I'm her nanny. And I hope we get a third season because I really enjoyed it.
You have such an expansive career, from 40-Year-Old Virgin to Harriet the Spy. You can do it all. Thank you so much, Jane. Make sure to watch this spot. Keep your health your priority.
Yeah.
The man with the troublesome hemorrhoid enters the room.
Excuse me.
That wasn't me.
Said Hillary, who's only taken 347 steps today. 348, 349, 350.
I cycled here.
On an e-bike. Speaking of cycles, Mary's period is due to start in 3 days.
It is?
And her friend hasn't washed his hands since Monday. Yeah, I'd put that back. And then there's Bill, whose heart rate rises to 115. Nervous, I'll mention.
Diarrhea?
His chronic night sweats.
And chronic night sweats.
You sweat more at night than you do at the gym.
Which is rich coming from Linda, who's wearing yoga pants but never does yoga.
I stretch.
How do you know so much about us?
I don't like it.
It's your health data. You've been sharing it without realizing it. That's how I know about Kevin's rash. And your halitosis wakes up to pee.
Not true.
Bunions. Lice. And ringworm. Who's next? Wait, what's that in your hand? No, stop! Way to ruin the fun.